Hey there Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. If you have been here before, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. So this is your weekly reading, or your weekly energy reading as I've been calling it. So we're having a little bit of a look at the energy surrounding you this week, Aquarius. What's going on with you? How can you move forward in the best possible way? What's happened in the past dictating or influencing, it's a better word, what's happening right now and in the future. So I've got this lovely Healing Light Tarot deck that you can't see because the light's all changed. And I'm going to use these to find a general overview of what's going on with you this week. And then we'll delve a little bit deeper with the Light Seers Tarot. So, excuse me, there's two rather annoying flies that are hurtling around the place, being extremely irritating that I can't seem to lose. So apologies in advance. Right. The High Priestess to kick off with. The Two of Cups. Temperance. Four of Cups. And Knight of Swords. Okay, High Priestess. High Priestess is about connection, psychic connection, or a deep connection, actually. I feel these two first cards, we've got the Two of Cups there. I feel like there's a deep spiritual connection that you've got with somebody that you've reconnected. Then we've got Temperance. Temperance is about balance. Temperance is about being grounded in reality. Then we've got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is a little bit about, not quite having your mojo, not quite being happy with what's in front of you and maybe the other alternatives. So just not feeling it this week. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, a breakthrough energy, a hunt for knowledge, maybe. So let's have a little bit of a look and delve a little bit deeper, see what's going on. Excuse me, the sun has just decided to move. I'm going to move my chair a little bit closer to you. There we go. The sun has decided to move, and so I can't see now, but I'm just going to, it's getting near the end of the day. It's a different time of day, so the light's different and the sun is shining in my eyes. Right, so what's been happening in your past? What's happened in the past that's influencing what's going on right now with you, Aquarius? Okay, Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Emperor, the Lovers, and the Ten of Pentacles. So, recent past or past. The Five of Pentacles, it's about lack. It's about perceived lack. What have you felt like you've been lacking in? What earthly thing have you felt like you've not had enough of? Could it be money? Could it be love? Could it be finances? Health? There's been something that's created this feeling of lack within your life, and maybe I think that's because of somebody else. Actually, we've got the Emperor card. It's the card of control, and sometimes it can be the card of somebody taking control of us, and I think somebody's maybe been holding something back from you, which has created this perceived lack, or this actual lack, I think in this case. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about light at the end of the tunnel, about clarity, seeing things, that light, the light at the end of the tunnel for me. The Lovers, about a connection with somebody. So whether that is, within a relationship that you're in, that you're seeing an actual light at the end of the tunnel. If things have been difficult, then you're seeing this breakthrough moment that's nearly with you, or hopefully it's happened, a breakthrough situation. Then we've got the Four of Swords. This is about going within your little nest, a little bit of curling up in a ball and nurturing yourself. Then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles, you having everything you need, realising you've got everything you need by just taking that time to just quieten your mind, quieten yourself, and give yourself a little bit of a break, and just to feel that gratitude of the things that you've got around you. So I think there's been a big part of that it's not just, well, today I'm just going to have a little bit of a nap and then I'll find my gratitude. This is something that's been, you know, you've literally had to take a step back from something, wrap yourself up, look after yourself, and then you've started to feel the real gratitude for the things that you've got surrounding you. Not that you've probably not noticed that, but that's the realization come from your little time in your nest. Okay, so moving forwards into the now. What's happening around you at this moment, Aquarius? What's happening around you? What's the energy of this week? Oops. Five of Swords. Rebirth. King of Wands. Sorry, I went brain dead a little bit there. The perimenopause stole my words again. 10 of Wands. Ace of Wands. 4 of Wands. Very wandy, isn't it? So current energy, I think you've got something on your mind that's feeling quite heavy, quite weighty, and you're feeling quite burdened with it. Maybe it's a secret. Maybe somebody's put something on you and you don't, it's feeling quite a weight on you. You need to release it. You need to release it. You need to share it. You need to talk about it with somebody else, and you need to let it go. This is something that you need to not carry with you forwards. It needs to be released. So, death and rebirth card. Something's ending and a brand new beginning. For some of you, it's going to be something small. You might be, changing departments in your work, or you might be changing desk in work and having an ending on one desk with your friends over there and a beginning over there with some new ones. Or for others, it could be the ending of a job and, with the ending of living in a country and moving to another. So it's going to be on a sliding scale for something different for everybody. But this ending is going to bring about a great shift in you. You're going to find your passion. You're going to have your passion reignited in some kind of way, whatever area of life that could be. It could well be in a love kind of way. We've got this High Priestess, this two of Cups. I really feel like that's a deep connection, maybe a past life connection, somebody that has been running, been important through your lives. But yeah, so this ending and beginning could well be connected to a person. But there's definitely a deep connection with somebody that's been really important to you, or feels very important to you and has been for a long old time. That's part of your week this week. Then we've got that King of Wands and 4 of Wands. That's really taking action, moving forward, being courageous, making change. Just really throwing your energy at something, that really fiery energy, moving forwards in a really strong and powerful way, making, or should I say, creating strong foundations for the future. 4 of Wands is about laying the foundations, about putting the work in, about doing things really strong so that it's going to have longevity, it's going to have legs. That King of Wands, he's not afraid to take action. He's not afraid to move forward. So I think that's where you're at the moment. I think, you're laying the foundations for the future. You are moving forward. You're being courageous. You're being brave. And, there's just this something that you're feeling quite heavy, quite weighty, this mental thing, this thing, maybe a secret that you need to get rid of. You need to release and get rid of it in some way. It's not yours, I don't think. It needs to be released. And then this new beginning with passion ignited. So it could be a new job. It could be something that really floats your boat, that makes you really excited to get up and go to work in the morning. I think there's very much an air of balance for you at the moment. A balance, maybe it's that work-life balance. There's something that the balance needs to be brought back in something. And it just feels very, yourself when you've got a lot on. Obviously, it could be mentally, the balance. You need to redress the balance. When you've got a lot on and when you're feeling like everything feels full on, you're craving that balance, aren't you, to come back into your life so that you get things back to normal, so that you can, you can go to work and then you can come home and you can have your time and everything feels balanced and settled and okay. But I think there's a real craving for that this week, for everything to get back to normal. You know, that feeling? Right, moving forwards. Moving onwards into the future. What's going on over the next week or so? Okay. Strength. The Star. The Wheel. The Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. And the Magician. Right, quite magical cards here. Moving forwards for you. Right, we've got the Strength card. The Strength card is all about finding your inner strength. Just really, being courageous, being strong, figuring out what's serving you. Are you putting your energy into something and it's not bringing you back the rewards? What's working for you in your life? Obviously, it's going to be different areas of your life. I think for some of you, it's going to be work. For some of you, it's relationships. And I think for a chunk of you, it's going to be relationships. So I think there's a little bit of looking at your relationships and seeing and being strong and making choices, culling some of maybe your friends or, some people out of your life. You don't add anything to my life. You're just taking from me and things don't feel equal. Things don't feel balanced. And so I feel like you're really following your heart. You're really, I think it's coming from the heart, this strength, this need to sort of decide where you're going to put your energy moving forwards, what you're going to concentrate on. I think you're getting a little bit fed up of just not receiving back what you're giving. And I've been dragged down here to this Four of Cups card. This not quite feeling maybe the happiness in the places that you used to. And I think that's it. I think this is it for you. And I think it's people for a lot of you. The people that used to make you happy, that used to be your people, I don't think they do anymore. And I think they're draining more than they're actually giving you. So I think it's you sort of drawing on your strength in this coming time to really clear away the things that aren't bringing you any rewards, bringing you any benefit, and are just taking. So our next card here is the Star card. The Star card is your hopes and dreams. It's about hope, it's about faith. And then we've got that clarified with the Eight of Swords. So I think things are starting to shift, things are starting to move, things are starting to go in the right direction. I think that bit of a culling of people or things in your life that are draining you has actually freed up space for you to move forwards in the best possible, nicest, easiest way. So again, that Star card, your hopes and dreams, starting bringing your dreams down to reality and it happening really quickly, that Eight of Swords energy. And then we've got the Wheel. The Wheel is turning, it's fated. It's things are moving in a more positive way for you. If things have been difficult, then things are going to start being and feeling easier and less stressful and not as much of an effort. And got that clarified with the Magician. So you're magical. You are magical in this future energy. You're going to be able to draw the things that you want toward you. You've got all the tools that you need for the project in hand, whatever it is that you're looking for. And I'm going to say that's breakthrough energy as well. So it's the Knight of Swords. He's moving towards clarity, moving towards information. And finding clarity and inspiration. And so I think you're having a bit of a shift, a bit of a breakthrough moment in this future energy where everything's sort of, the energy's just moving into a more magical place where anything is possible, and your futures can look like whatever you want it to, because you've got this Magician energy. The wheel started turning, it's all fated, and your dreams are going to start coming true, whatever it is that you've been wanting. So I'm going to leave it at that. That sounds pretty all right to me, Aquarius. Please let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. If you fancy becoming part of this lovely little community that I'm trying to build here, don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell so you don't miss your readings. And in the meantime, stay rooted, stay open, stay magical, look after yourself, and I'll catch up again with you very, very soon.